Hey, hi, and hello there, and welcome to Demon Bluff. This is a fantastic game, a fantastic demo that I've actually watched people play quite a bit. Mostly because I like the concept. It's a very simple game. We'll play standard, and I'll explain it as it goes. It's there's one evil among all characters. Find and kill it. This is your deck. These characters can be drawn and appear in your current game. Tap anywhere to close. So, let's see. These are our cards. And so here in our deck, hi YouTube, yes, hi. Everybody say hi to Clayton. Here we have different villagers. Villagers all have different abilities. That help reveal the truth of who the demon is. The demon, or the minion, or whatever. Yeah, whatever they are. They also have abilities of their own that you have to sort of work around. So the minion, very simple, I lie and disguise. So, nope. Let's go ahead and you can click on cards to reveal the characters. This is character info. Use it to deduce who is evil. Most characters activate after reveal. Evil characters will lie about their role and info. So evil characters always lie, unless they tell the truth. But for right now, all we need to know is that evil characters lie. One evil adjacent to me. So if this person is telling the truth, then this one or this one has to be evil. Let's reveal. Closest evil is counterclockwise, so that would be this way. And let's say this person. I am 2 cards away from closest evil, so it'd have to be either this one or this one. So still could potentially be the enlightened, and it could be the hunter, if the lover is telling the truth. But if the lover is telling the truth, then one of these people is lying. If this guy's telling the truth, then the lover also has to be telling the truth, which means... Right, and then if this guy's telling the truth, then the lover also would be telling the truth, and it'd be that guy. Okay, so that's fine. I am good. The confessor, if they are evil or corrupted, they just say, I am dizzy. It's simple. It's a beautiful, beautiful mind game. A beautiful web we weave. Number 4 is good. Okay. So let's run down the list. Let's say Gem Crafter is telling the truth. Number 4 is good. Then that means number 4 is good. Okay, and we can do mark as good. Sure. And you... There's only one person who can be lying. So, oh god. I'm on like the first level and I'm already like in the weeds of it a little bit. Let's see. Closest evil is counterclockwise. So it could be you. But it also could be you. So that closest evil is counterclockwise would mean that it has to be one of these two, which means that these two have to be telling the truth, which means this guy is telling the truth. This guy is telling the truth, which means this guy must be evil because, yeah. Well, if it was clockwise, then it'd be one of these guys, and that's impossible because they're all telling the truth. And I'm pretty sure it's this guy. In this mode, you can kill suspected characters. Click dagger tags at this mode. I feel like it's got to be this guy because everybody else is pointing to him. God damn it. Most killed characters reveal their true role. Wait, I was wrong. God damn it. Hunter sus? Dude, that's what I thought. Okay. We've got a lot to learn, but I feel like that one was tough. So medium, learn a good character and its role. Pick one character, learn if they're lying. Okay. Let's get into it. Number 1. I am 1 card away from closest evil. Number 4 is good. What is number 4? Judge. Okay, but if you're lying, then the judge would be lying. So... But if you were lying, then wouldn't you lie about yourself and say that you are good? One evil adjacent to me. Alright. You're killing me. There's no way. Alright. One evil adjacent to me. Well, I'm not supposed to have 2 of you guys. Number 4 is a real judge. Okay, and number 4 is good. That's 2 people vouching for the judge, which means that it's got to be one of the lovers because we only have 1 lover in our deck. Simple as that. So this is like an easy level. Anytime you get a duplicate like this, then you know that it's got to be one of these guys. Judge? You're evil. Number 6 is lying. I knew it. There we go. That one wasn't too bad. Whenever there's a duplicate, it's easy. New characters unlocked. A Wretch. I register as a random evil minion to other characters. They be hating on the Wretch. And then the Empress. Learn 3 characters. Only 1 is evil. Okay. As simple as. Number 1. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Oh, okay, so you're reading the Wretch as evil, but the Wretch is chillin'. The Wretch is good. They're a vibe. Number 1, 7, or 2. 1 is evil, but okay, number 2 would read as evil to you. So let's read 7. 1 evil adjacent to me. So all of these guys are probably good because Empress pointed out the Wretch as the evil one. Okay. So 1 evil adjacent to me, it's got to be the medium. Number 6 is a real medium? That's a fucking... You don't even need to reveal the other cards sometimes. All evil characters have been executed. See, we're getting there. Twin minion is just another minion. I lie in disguise. Gesture, pick 3 characters, learn how many of them are evil. Okay. Sorry, is it a little loud? Let me go to the settings. Reel it down. Reel it in just a little bit. Okay, number 1. 1 is evil. 7, 4, or 5. Well, let's check them out. 7, 4, and 5. Okay, number 6 is good. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Is number 6 good? Number 7 is a real enlightened. Okay, so these guys are vouching for each other. But you're saying 1 is evil. 7, 4, or 5. Let's sit on that a little bit. Okay, here's a Wretch. A Wretch is good because they're a guaranteed somebody's going to read them as evil. A 3. Okay, well, that's a duplicate. 1 is evil. 6, 5, or 1. I think... Oh, so each have an ability? Yes. Each has an ability that helps you sort of figure them out. I am dizzy. Oh, okay, so... You're evil. And I think you're evil because... Well, okay, this one's easy. Confessor confesses, right? If they are evil or corrupted, they say, I am dizzy. We don't have anything that corrupts, but we do have things that make them evil. Therefore, you are a minion. And so that means that what you said was... Hold on. Was true. No, hold on. What you said was true. Which means, everybody's saying truths about you. 7 is a real enlightened. That's true. Number 6 is good. That's true. All right. And so let's learn how many characters are evil. Because we have an evil character, we have an evil character, and we have one that I suspect is an evil character. There are 3 evils. And there we have it. There's our truth. Because 6, 5, or 1, one has to be evil. 7, 4, and 5 all check out as far as I know, unless 4 is lying. I'm gonna need to get better at this game, but there we go. All evil characters have been executed. It's that easy. Lose if you execute me, and I can't die. Alright. Okay. I am good. That's great. Love you. I am 3 cards away from closest evil. Which means that... Yeah, this guy... Wait. No, that's kind of ass. Because 3 cards away would mean that both evils have to be like... Here, here, or here. Which this guy is reading as evil, which means that the other 2 evils would have to be here and here. Which is kind of ass. But we'll see. I can't die. That's not really doing any good for me. Number 7 is a real bombardier. That's true. That's true. So you're not lying. Okay, well now we can start marking as good. Number 7 is a real bombardier. I would assume. Unless the bombardier is lying. Oh no. Okay, so we know Confessor is going to read as good. That's fine. We know Bombardier is going to read as bad. But we need to know if Jester is also going to read as bad. But you're also a Jester. Okay. Alright. You could be lying. And if you're lying, then the enemies could be anywhere. Okay, let's see what you have to say. Let's say you're going to read as good, you're going to read as bad, you're going to read as unknown. There are 3 evils? Are you shitting me? So this red-eyed demon in the middle must be the demon that kills other demons. Interesting. Yeah, it's the demon of foresight. it's the demon of discovery. Okay. Well, this kind of throws a wrench in my whole shit. But number 1 can't be evil. Number 1 can't be evil. Because they would say that I am dizzy. And they say that they are good. So I get the feeling that this motherfucker is lying. I knew it. You can't be spreading lies about the Confessor. Okay, so that means that this Jester is good. And we need to find out... We need to find out where the evils are. You can't die. What if I stab you? Nothing happens. Interesting. Okay. Is the other Jester evil? Okay, well, so, okay. We know that you're going to read as good. You're going to read as bad. Who else are we suspect of? The hunter. Because the hunter could be lying. Well, the hunter has to be lying. We don't even need this because the hunter has to be lying because the closest one would have been 2 away. Okay. There's one evil. Wait a minute. Wait, no. 1, 2, or 7. There is one evil. Wait, but would you pick him up as evil? No, the hunter has to be lying because closest one would be here. That's closer than what he said. So there we go. So he reads their true nature. The jester reads their true nature. But this one... Okay, whatever. Okay. Okay. Fuck, this is hard. This is really good. You cannot reveal the last card, I lie and disguise. Learn how far a specific evil is to another closest evil. Okay. Interesting. See, I like this. It's gradually throwing more elements at me to get my brain working, to get me thinking. Which is 2 cards away from closest evil? Jester, Gemcrafter. Number 4 is good. Number 4 is indeed good, so that's true. But you should be reading as evil? I can't die. 1 is evil. 1, 3, or 5. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. Okay. So if it's 5... Knew it! Okay. And now we can reveal the last one, and it's Confessor. I am good. You are good. This feels good, man. I gotta take a quick swig. The knight can't die unless they're evil, in which case they can be killed. So that just makes it easy. Pop. Watch him drop. This feels like a lie. Let's check on the Jester, which is 2 cards away from closest evil. So, 2 cards away would be either the Gemcrafter or the Hunter. And the Hunter is saying that he's 1 card away from closest evil, which would have to be the Empress. Empress was not lying. Empress was telling the truth. 1 is evil. 1, 3, or 5. So 1, 3, and 5 are good. So you're good. You're good. You're good. Which means that the hunter is about to become the hunted. First, let's pick 3 characters. Boom, boom, boom. There's 1 evil. It's got to be the hunter then. You thought. And there it is. Kwern the Demon Slayer. That's what they've been saying about me. They've been saying it. Speaking of, I saw that the new... hold on, I gotta read this real quick. 1 fake outcast is added to the deck view. I lie and disguise. A fake outcast is added to the deck view. Okay. Okay. A fake outcast. And there's a witch. Okay. 1 step at a time. So, 1 card away from closest evil. That's fine because you would be reading the Bombardier is evil. I am good, Confessor, you are good. Love that for you. And this seems right to me. Knight can't die. 1 is evil. 8, 5, or 2. Okay. So 5 is reading evil, and that's correct. Ba is 1 card away from closest evil. Ba is 1 card away. Okay, so we need to reveal Ba. Need to learn if a character is lying. Let's stab you real quick. You can't hide as a knight. You just can't. You just can't. Alright, so 1 is evil, 8, 5, or 2. Oh, now we can... Closest evil is counterclockwise. Ba is 1 card away from closest evil. Ba... So Ba could either be the judge or the hunter. But it shouldn't be the hunter because the hunter was telling the truth, which means that it should be the judge. 8, 5, or 2... 1 is evil, which means that the judge must be evil. Judge, let's see what you have to say about the Bombardier. They're lying? You bastard. The Bombardier would never lie. They merely bomb. It's that easy. It's untangling a logic puzzle. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? I was talking about Demon Slayer. The Slayer, well, speaking of, pick 1 character. If evil picked, execute it. Ooh, a free evil kill. And then the Knitter, learn how many evils are adjacent to each other. What a tangled web we weave. Ascension level increase. We've reached Ascension 2. Let's go, baby. We got a new deck. And it's got a witch. Not too much of a fan of that. Bombardier. Judge. Enlightened. Medium. Knitter. Then witch. Okay. So we have 1 evil. So... yeah, I've seen the ads for the movie I'll be watching. Have you seen the series? I have watched the series. Demon Slayer earned its place as one of the few animes that I watched and enjoyed so much that I went to read the manga. And I gotta say, wonderful, fantastic story, fantastic artwork as well. Very distinct, like, art style, and I think that that translates well to the manga. How it doesn't look like every other freaking anime that you've seen. It definitely has its own... it's got its own life to it, you know? The art is beautiful. That's what I'm saying. And... so yeah, Demon Slayer is up there on that pedestal of, I like the anime so much, I had to go read the manga. And the manga, I think, it ends like... God, I wish they could have just kept going. But it ends at a good spot, but it does feel like, man, I wanted more. And... I know what's going to happen in the movies, so I'm not going to spoil anything about it, and I'm just going to say, yeah, I am very excited to see the movies, and I think Ufotable, they're fantastic animators. They are giving the show some absolute love, and I love them for it. I think that Demon Slayer does deserve the level of notoriety that it's been getting, but I do hope that you know, other people sort of get into, like, doing the same thing that I do, where it's like, you like an anime so much, you want to see where the story goes? Go read, man. It's worth it. It's worth it every time. There's never been a time where Well, okay, I can't say for sure. I think there's probably a few times that I've watched an anime and went to go read the manga and been like, all right, this is ass. But most of the time, most every single time that I've gone out of my way to go from the manga to an anime, I have been in love with it. I've been impressed. I recommend it. I love it. It's definitely something that I personally enjoy. All right, let's untangle this web. Evils are not adjacent to each other. That's fine because there's only one evil, so I think that's okay. Number 3 is a real enlightened. I like that. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Okay, so it could be the judge. Could be the bombardier. Could also be this guy. Well, then you wouldn't be saying counterclockwise. You'd be saying equidistant, right? I think it's got to be the judge. Let's just assume... Let's assume that you're telling the truth, which means that you would then be telling the truth, which means that it would be the judge. Let's see if the judge says that you're telling the truth. Say that you're lying. Can the witch block itself from flipping? The witch... Yeah, so you can't reveal the last card. So I think it can block itself from flipping. You would just need to then figure out that all of the cards that you can see are telling the truth. But this seems like if you're telling the truth and you're telling the truth, this is a very obvious choice. Yep. You gotta untangle the web. Game start. A poisoner. One adjacent villager is corrupted, if possible. So you corrupt a villager. Now, I lie in disguise. Learn how far I am from closest corrupted character. So a corrupted character will read as evil but look normal. So a corrupted character will be a fake evil. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. I think we still got... Yeah, we don't have the witch. We have Ba. One fake outcast is added to the deck view. So is that one of these guys? Alright. There are no corrupted characters. Well, that's just bullshit because you have to corrupt a character. We have two evils. It has to be... That's bullshit. I am dizzy. Well, now, hey, wait a minute. You must be evil, then that you're corrupted, so you're reading that there's no corrupted characters. I am 3 cards away from corrupted character. You're also bullshitting. Oh, God. Number 6 is good? Are you sure? It's a knight. And a wretch. I'm 3 cards away from corrupted character. I am dizzy. That's easy. Ba. And what does Ba do? One fake outcast is added to the deck view. So you must be evil and you must be corrupted. Because you would be reading as evil to this character. So you're evil, you're corrupted. Or... Yes, because you're reading as you corrupted, so you're evil. Yes, dude! It's so easy! I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm playing fast, but sort of like when you're in the rhythm. Feels good, man. Fortune teller. Pick 2 characters. Learn if any of them are evil. Oracle. Learn that 1 out of 2 characters is a specific minion role. Okay. What are you talking about? Alright. I am one card away from a corrupted character. Are you corrupted? Possibly. And you could be corrupted as well. Okay, this one should be easy because it's minion and twin minion. And there shouldn't be any corrupted characters. Because we don't have anybody that corrupts characters. Okay, so you're a liar. I'll just kill you right away. Yep, knew it. There are no corrupted characters. That checks out. Number 6 is a real hunter. I'm one card away from closest evil. So you or you? I am 2 cards away from a corrupted character. That's a fucking lie. So that means that you must die. It's that easy. It's that easy. All you gotta do is read the cards, man. I'm the Demon Slayer. They should make more games like this. They should make more games where I just I untangle a web of truths and lies. Plague Doctor, one good villager is corrupted at game start. Pick one character. If it's corrupted, learn an evil character. So if we find a corrupted character, we can learn an evil character. Okay. Unless you lie. Alchemist. Villagers to the left and right of me, range 2, are cured from corruption. Learn how many I cured. Oh. Okay. So we do have you. You're going to corrupt an adjacent villager. Let's just get revealing. Because minion is going to be easy. Number 5 is a real bard. Let's assume that's true. I'm 2 cards away from corrupted character. So either fortune teller or empress is corrupted. 1, 5, or 6 is evil. Could you be evil? Number 3 is a real fortune teller. You could be lying. Number 4. Well, I am 2 cards away from a corrupted character. Okay. And we don't have a witch, so let's just reveal. We have a judge. Okay. So, the game is starting to get hard. And, I gotta do a quick, quick ban. Bum, 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 boom, boom. Okay. So number 5 is a real bard. Let's say that's true. I am 2 cards away from a corrupted character, which means that either you're corrupted or you're corrupted. Let's ask the Plague Doctor to cure you and reveal if you're evil. Number 3 is not corrupted. Are you shitting me? Are you sure? Okay. I am 2 cards. Well, okay. Well, if you're not corrupted, then let's pick 2 characters and learn if any of them... Well, no, we can't do that. 1 is evil. 1, 5, or 6. So, let's find out if 5 is evil. Number 2 or number 5, evil, true. Oh, it only gives me true, false? Okay. We need to have a for sure good character before we can use the fortune teller properly. But we know... I think fortune teller, the fortune teller both ways. But you have to pick 2 characters. And one of them... I feel like... Well, we know that one of these guys has to be lying. And one of these mediums has to be lying because we don't have anybody that repeats. So... I'm 2 cards away from a corrupted character. you're saying number 3 is a real fortune teller. So this motherfucker is corrupted. And let's say that you're telling the truth. Nobody's really sussing the judge right now. Let's say that the bard is telling the truth. And let's say... Oh, God. Can we say that the bard is telling the truth? Yeah, they only say if it's true or false. They don't give you an answer. So you have to figure it out from there. So let's say that you're telling the truth. Number 5 is a real bard. That means that you're telling the truth, which means that you're likely corrupted because you didn't cure a corruption. You would have cured their corruption if they were corrupted, which means that this could still be the minion. Let's see if you read both of these characters as good. You're saying that they're evil, so it means that you must be lying. Son of a bitch. Oh, are they evil false? That means that they are good, which means I'm an idiot. Which means that you're lying. Damn it. Oh, no. Which means that you're a bastard. Oh. No, I killed an innocent fortune teller, man. That's okay. We figure it out. We move on. We move on with the village. All right, here we have game start. One villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to it. So he's always going to be next to an outcast. And doppelganger. I disguise as a good villager currently in play. Okay. But do you... Okay, so that means that there can be 2 of the same villager. Poisoner could have easily corrupted the Empress, and you would have lost by killing him so fast. Listen, I know. I'm trying to slow myself down. Sometimes I get a little bit too big for my britches. I start thinking that I'm more smart than I actually am. Wait, who are... Counselor, who's going to be sitting next to one of the corrupted, or one of the outcasts. And then the Ba, one fake outcast is added to deck view. So there's going to be a fake outcast. Oh, you got to be shitting me. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so we know Counselor has to be either here, 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 here. Knight. You can't die unless you're a demon. Okay, so that really narrows things down, doesn't it? Number 1 or 6 is a counselor. So Slayer or Fortune Teller. Well, Fortune Teller, what if... Slayer, what if you just slayed the Fortune Teller? If they're evil, if they're the counselor, then you'd do that for me, right? Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. All right, well, that wasn't too bad, actually. Who needs to play slow? I'm friggin' smart as hell. I'm only on Ascension 2, though. I don't know how high these Ascensions go, but I'm kind of vibing with it. The Drunk. I disguise as a random, not in play villager. I am corrupted, and I lie. I cannot be cured. Well, then what good are you? What? This is a horrible card, man. This is just a person who wants to die. Pick 3 characters. Learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I can do that. Oh, God. Counselor is going to be next to an outcast. Minion, you just lie. And you add 1 fake outcast to the deck view. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. So counselor has to be either here or here. Number 7 is a real judge. Are we sure about that? Ba is 1 card away from closest evil. Let's start at number 1. We'll start at number 1 and we'll work our way around. Number 6 is a real scout. Sure. Let's say that's true. That means that Ba is 1 card away from the closest evil. Sure. I don't know what that means for me, man. Number 7 or 9 is a counselor. Well, that can't be true. Because counselor has to be next to the outcast. So counselor has to be one of these guys, which means that can be true. What? Oh, unless you're corrupted. Wait, none of these guys are corrupted. There's no way to corrupt them. What? Oh, God. Okay. Slow it down. Number 7 is a real judge. Sure. Fortune teller. Learn if any of them are evil. Well, we know that this person's good. We killed him. 1 is evil. 8, 5, or 3. 8, 5, or 3. That could be true. Unless 7 or 9. Well, 7 or 9 has to be the counselor now, I guess. Apparently. Which means that this shouldn't be true. Number 7 is a real judge. Unless you're lying. Number 7... Is this person lying now that they're dead? They're lying. Get out of here, man. Alright, which means that you're lying. Which means Ba is 1 card away from closest evil. So, it should be number 8. Because you're saying 8, 5, or 3, 1 is evil. Ba would have to be 1 card away from closest evil, which would be you, which would be here? But only 1 is evil? God damn it. Are you evil? Okay, so you guys aren't evil. But you're telling the truth, I guess. Ba is 1 card away from closest evil. But closest evil would be you. What does Ba do again? What do you do? 1 fake outcast is added to the deck view? Well, then the wretch must be the fake outcast. Oh, God. Yep. Damn it. Where were they? The motherfucking drunk threw me off? Dude. Okay. Lose 1 heart. On last heart, you have to reset the run. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We keep it going. We just lost a heart. That's not a big deal. So we... The drunk is like a free loss. This is messed up, man. Sorry, just had to take another swig of my beer. All right. So I cured 0 corruptions, which means everywhere from here to here, not corrupted. You love to see it. I don't know if any of these guys corrupt characters. Wait. But the drunk is corrupted and lies. So one of you guys could be the drunk. Son of a bitch. So both of you guys are vouching for the jester. That's great. Let's see if there is a drunk among these 3. Number 5 is good. Number 2 is good. And number 2 is a real jester. There are 2 evils adjacent to me. You could be a drunk. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. You can't be corrupted, but you could be evil. Just tell me if you're a drunk or you're a drunk. There is drunk. Yep. All right. So, let's say one of you has to be lying. Number 2 is good. What if you're the drunk? Not corrupted. So is this the drunk? Could you be drunk? Is the fortune teller drunk? You're reading upon your crystal ball and slurring your words as you tell the future of a... I don't know. As you read the tarot cards? Alright, so I'm going to assume that this fortune teller is the drunk. There are 2 evils adjacent to me. Which means you're... Does the drunk register as evil? No. The plague doctor... Because outcasts... Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay. So we know that you're not a drunk, and you got 2 people vouching for you. It gets a little tangled and twisted because I'm trying to figure out, are they reading the true nature of each other, or are they reading the drunk nature of each other? Which the drunk is not evil, the drunk is just an outcast. But do all outcasts register as evil, but only if they're revealed? Or... I don't know. Let's say number 2 is a real jester. Let's say you're telling me the truth. Let's say you're telling me the truth. There are 2 evils adjacent to me. And you're telling me number 5 is not corrupted. You're telling me number 5 is good. What if number 5 is bad? Wait, but we have the counselor. And the counselor has to be next to you, which means that you're possibly bad. You're possibly lying. You're possibly freaking lying to me. You're freaking sus. Alright. I cured 0 corruptions, which is always possible. The drunk... Wait, no, you wouldn't cure a corruption. Unless it was the drunk, and the drunk would have to be on the other side of the board. One good villager is corrupted. Oh. This is impossible. 6, 5, and 4, there has to be a drunk. I assumed that. That felt right. Learn how many of these characters are evil. Let's say you, and you. There are 0 evils. So 8, 6, and 5, 0 evils. That sounds like bullshit to me, because wouldn't 8 register as an evil to you? Or are you reading its true nature? Oh. Because he's good. Nah, let's just assume that you're telling the truth. Which means this guy's lying. Yep. Okay. So that's good. Which means you're good. And you're saying number 5 is good. And you're saying number 2 is good. And you're saying there are 0 evils. Boom, boom, boom. And then you're saying 6, 5, and 4, there's a drunk. I assume the drunk is here. Which means that you're going to lie. Which means pick 2 characters. You and you. And one of you is reading as evil, which means that you're both actually good because the drunk would lie. Okay. Well, that's not good. We've got too many good people. Number 2 is a real jester. That's true. Well, now what if you were evil? And so anybody vouching for number 9 would therefore be evil too. Damn it. So you said 8, 6, and 5, there are 0 evils. I think that... Well, okay. Well, he's good. Number 2 and 9. Let's assume... Oh, God. An alchemist who says, I cured 0 corruptions can't be evil because that's always a true statement. Oh, okay. So, it would only be if he said that he cured a different amount. Okay. But I thought that the counselor had to be next to one random villager becomes the outcast role. I sit next to it. But one of these guys is the drunk. So let's assume that you're the drunk, which means that the counselor is sitting next to you. But the counselor, he lies and disguises. But you're telling the truth. Unless the gesture is fake. No, the gesture is fake. Oh, God. No! My whole plan went out the window. Hold on. Wait, we can still salvage this. Also, it's obvious the gesture lied because either 5 or 6 must be evil due to being a duplicate. You're right, I forgot about the duplicate rule. Fuck. Okay, and so this is who I assume... Well, now... Well, now you might not be the drunk. You're telling the truth. Number 2 is good. That is the truth. Number 5 is good, which could be a lie. Okay, hold on. Wait, I gotta work this out in my head real quick. Hold on. I'm thinking if we only have the counselor left. We know, or at least it's pretty safe to assume, that one of these guys is the drunk and one of these guys is the counselor. Number 5 is good. Number 2 is good. That is a fucking lie. Number 2 is not good. And this was true. So this is a lie. Which means that you are also... But the drunk disguises themselves as... See, I figured the drunk would just be one of the duplicates. There's too many elements my brain is trying to balance right now. Because I got real caught up in trying to find out wherever the hell the drunk was. Number 5 is good. That is a lie. Number 2 is good. That is also a lie. So, one of you guys is the drunk. One of you guys is the counselor. Now, how do we figure that out? Okay. It's simple for a smart guy like me. Number 5 is not corrupted, which means number 5 is the evil one, and number 6 is the drunk. Yes! Thank God I used the Plague Doctor. You really do gotta balance all the elements. I completely forgot that I had that. That's okay, though. And we got Puka. Puka's in the building, everybody. Let's hear it from Puka. Game start. Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted, if possible. I lie and disguise. Okay. No evils adjacent to me. Love to hear it. I am good. And a plague doctor. That's good. Number 2 is a real confessor. I love that. Counselor is 3 cards away from closest evil. Interesting. A knight. Confessor says I am good. So, one of you is not good. Number 4 is a real scout. Okay. Who are our evils? Who are we dealing with here? We got Puka, so she could be corrupting the villagers. And then Counselor. One villager becomes an outcast, and I sit next to it. And we do have a doppelganger, so we could have a double on the board. So we could have double confessor, but if we got Puka in the building, that means that there's going to be some corruptions going on. First and foremost, kill the knight. Oh, no. The character is corrupted. Corrupted character lies, and their ability will not work. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you live and you learn. Okay, that's fine. We clutch this up. Okay. So, let's say number 2 is a real confessor. Sure. And I am good. Sure. Which means that you are real. Sure. So, do outcasts get read as evil? Is it only the wretch? Or are outcasts just bastards? Okay. Counselor is 3 cards away from closest evil. That seems plausible. I am good. So if Puka's on the board, she could be here or here and corrupting this or this. So we know you. Who do we got? There are 0 evils. That's great. Okay. Number 4 is a real scout. Are we sure? Are you corrupted? Number 2 is a real confessor? Not corrupted. Okay. You get the pass. Unless you're evil. Unless you're evil and you're lying to me. Oh, God. No evils adjacent to me. Do outcasts register as evil? Number 4 is a real scout. Sure. Number 2 is a real confessor. We could have duplicates because we have a doppelganger. Oh. There's a giant good tag. Yes, but is it only the wretch that registers as evil? And the outcasts are just, they throw a curveball into the game? I wasn't sure if it was all outcasts register as evil. Then again, that would probably be incredibly hard to work around. But okay. That makes sense then. Number 4 is a real scout. Number 3 is not corrupted. I am good. I am good. I really shouldn't have stabbed this knight. Now I'm thinking about it. That was arguably not a good move. Counselor is 3 cards away from closest evil. The Counselor, 1 villager becomes an outcast rule. I sit next to it. So the Counselor could be next to one of the duplicates. I don't think that it's you. Could be next to one of the duplicates, which would also be over here because you're also a duplicate. Or it could be here. Oh, God. So, you think number 4 is Puka, number 3 is Counselor, and number 2 is Doppelganger. Let me see if I can work backwards and figure out what you're saying here. Number 4 is Puka. And Puka, adjacent to me, are corrupted if possible. So we know that this person was corrupted. Wouldn't this individual also be corrupted if number 4 is Puka? Because also, Plague Doctor corrupts 1 good villager. Number 2 is Doppelganger. Number 8 is corrupted by Plague Doctor. Number 8 is corrupted by the Plague Doctor. Let's assume that you're right here. Because I'm starting to pick up the vibe that you've probably played this game more than me. Number 4 is Puka. You're right. Okay. So Counselor, that's a lie. Whatever you said is a lie. You're corrupted by the Plague Doctor. Does Plague Doctor... one good villager is corrupted. How did you know that it would be the one next to him? No, hold on. And number 3, you're saying, is the counselor. Because they're saying number 2 is a real confessor. But... okay, if the confessor is corrupted... well, wouldn't they say I am dizzy? Wouldn't a corrupted confessor be saying that they're dizzy? Because they confess? Unless it's the doppelganger? I disguise as a good villager currently in play. But do you lie? Or do you just continually tell the truth? I think they're good. I don't think that they're the doppelganger. I mean, even if they are the doppelganger, it doesn't make much of a difference. But this is a fucking lie. Well, couldn't it be this guy? Oh, God. Number 3 is not corrupted. Oh, okay. So because we clarified that number 3 is not corrupted. And number 2 is a real confessor. Which would be a lie because they'd be the doppelganger. Oh, Jesus. 5, 9, and 2. There are 0 evils. I really kind of wasted this, I think. Alright, I'm sending it with what you said in the chat. Number 3 is counselor. How'd you know? Oh. Alright, I clearly still have a lot to learn. Both mediums are lying. Okay. One is counselor and the other is corrupted, but you already confirmed that number 3 is not corrupted. So they must be evil. Okay. Okay. And then because we had the doppelganger had to be next to them because that's the only other place that the doppelganger could have been, dude. Oh, God. Holy. This game makes you work for it. I like this. This is scratching an itch, I gotta say. Baker. One random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager I was. One random unrevealed good villager will become a baker. Learn which side of the circle is more evil. Learn equal if both sides are equally evil. Ascension level to Ascension 3. Mama, we made it. I needed some help, though. That's definitely for sure. I did not know what I was doing. Current deck. We got Ba. We got Minion. And we got a Drunk to deal with. Oh, God. Okay, so Wretch is the only one that registers as evil. Understood. Okay, alright. 2 evils adjacent to me. That is hard. That is bad news for you. So Fortune Teller, we don't have a doppelganger, so... one of the Fortune Tellers is evil. And closest evil is counterclockwise. Okay. Well, if you were evil... If lies, I cannot kill my target. Okay. Alright, so let's figure this out. This seems like a fucking lie. Closest evil is counterclockwise. I don't know about that. I feel like you're bad. But what if you're bad? Let's say that you're evil and you're evil. Or you're corrupted because we could have a drunk. We got a drunk in play. Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to start getting a headache. So pick one character and tell if they're lying. The judge wouldn't lie to me, right? Well, first and foremost, Slayer. Slay this enlightened. Couldn't kill 3. All right, hey, fair enough. Unless you're lying to me. Learn one random outcast among them, if any. So, pick 2 characters, learn if any of them are evil. Well, let's take a minute. Yeah, there's definitely some like learning of exactly how the wording, what they mean by some of this, because it's hard, man. I would kill the lover because either they are lying or she is saying the truth, and we solved where both evils are, so win-win. Well, let me see if any of these guys are the drunk. Okay, so one of these guys is the drunk, for sure. And I'm taking the marker off you. And I was thinking of killing the lover, but I was trying to think if there's a way for us to discern whether or not they're telling the truth. Because we only have 2 evils. But you're right. Hey, yep, there it is. Okay. Alright, and you couldn't kill number 3. So that means that you're good. Which means that number 3 is good. Which means number... Let's learn if Ba was lying. Number 7 is lying. Okay, well, tell the truth. Or you're a drunk. I think that you might be the drunk. Which means it could be... Closest evil is clockwise. Are we sure? Does this character say equidistant if it's like they're evil? Drunk tells lies because corruption. Judge is telling the truth. The drunk would tell a lie? Well, the judge is telling the truth? Wait, fuck. Oh, God. So... the judge is telling the truth because number 7 was lying. That's true. So that is true, which means number 1, 3, or 4 is the drunk, which means number 1 or 3 is the drunk. I got it twisted on truth and lies. Which means that you could be the drunk. You wouldn't be evil because Slayer couldn't kill you unless Slayer is a liar. But it has to be one of the fortune tellers. So I'm thinking that it must be this fortune teller. Let's see. Tell me if these guys are evil. Well, I don't know about all that. Now you tell me if these guys are evil. I think it's this guy. Okay, so I think that this is the drunk. This is the minion. I think. Yep, there we go. That makes sense. And to answer your question, if 6 and 7 were the evils, number 3 should have just said equidistant. Yes. Okay, perfect. I needed to know. Shaman. 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 There are 2 same villager roles in the current village. Okay. And Bishop. Learn up to 3 characters. Among them are 1 villager, 1 outcast, and 1 evil, if possible. Okay. Wait, who are our... So we got the shaman. 2 of the same villager roles. That's cool. They lie in disguise. And then villagers adjacent to me are corrupted. If possible, I lie in disguise. Okay. So we've got some corrupted villagers, and we got duplicates. Boy, howdy, do we have duplicates. I feel like there's no way there's 3 of them. Do we have a doppelganger? We have a fucking doppelganger, too, man. God damn it. All right. Check the deck. There's a pin deck view to board. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Let's just take a minute to breathe. This Empress is saying 1 is evil. And that's 6, 5, or 7. So, one of you guys is 5, 6, or 7. You can pick 1 card and slay it if it's evil. That's a free slayer right there. No evils adjacent to me. Love to hear that. 1 is evil. 2, 1, or 8. Okay. Number 7 is good. Number 8 is good. So they check each other out unless they're both evil. Or corrupted. 1 is evil. 1, 5, or 8. Okay. So you're pointing to 5, 6, 7. You're pointing to 1, 2, and 8. You're pointing to 1, 5, and 8. Okay. Shaman is 2 cards away from closest evil. Shaman is 2 cards away from closest evil. And the Shaman, 2 same villager roles in current village. Okay. Which means I think one of these guys is definitely the doppelganger. And the doppelganger, they just add another personage. Which isn't bad, you know. Nothing wrong with being a doppelganger. You corrupt adjacent villagers, and the corrupted villagers lie. So, can we find 2 people adjacent who are lying? I don't believe in a world where both gem crafters just happen to point to each other among all the other cards on the board. Too sus. Hey, look, they trust each other. It's like, you know, it's like your friend at work. They're both gem crafters, you know, they're both in the same trade, and they're just like, yeah, no. This is my coworker Tom, he's good. Shaman is 2 cards away from closest evil. That could be a lie. Slayer, I want to point the Slayer at somebody and just say, kill him. But I don't know where. So you're saying 1, 5, or 8. You're saying 1, 2, or 8. You're saying 6, 5, 5, 6, or 7. That's a lot of... It's a whole lot of nothing. No evils adjacent to me. Let's just work from here. Let's assume that this is true. And that you're not lying and corrupted. Then that would mean that you are good and that you are good. Which means that one of them is evil. 2, 1, or 8, or 6, 5, or 7. Which would mean that 8 has to be good. Unless 8 has to be evil. Kill him. I knew it. Wait, so I was thinking about it, and I was like, so this is the only one where, assuming that this is true, assumes that 1 and 2 are good. Already got that, which means 8 is the odd one out of this little trio of potential truth tellers. Which means that you're also lying, but you could be corrupted. Shaman is 2 cards away from closest evil. So 2 cards away from the shaman would be boom. But that would be you. Unless you're fucking lying to me. Unless you're lying to me. Because the only other one that it could be is you. Okay, wait. You were telling the truth, so you're good. You're chilling. Shaman is telling you that number 7 isn't good because shaman must lie. Yeah, so number 7 is bad. Which means that you're corrupted. Is kind of what I was getting at. Because everyone else checks out. Yeah. Because you have 6, 5, or 7. 5, 6, and then 7. And then you'd be corrupted because you're corrupted by Puka. And then everyone else is good. I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, I think sometimes... I don't know if that's, like, the correct way to play, but sometimes you just have to pick a card and be like, let's assume that you're telling the truth. Let's work from there. Game start. Turns out the gem crafters were co-workers. Yeah. They were co-workers of an evil kind. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet if possible. It's evil, but cannot lie. I lie and disguise. So an adjacent villager would become a puppet. It would be evil, but it would still tell the truth. Okay. Okay, so a puppet is evil but tells the truth. Understood. Got it. Okay. There's only one pair of evil. There's only one pair of evil. Okay, good. Love that. Love that for me. Number 3 is a real fortune teller. Sure. We don't have any... Well, we do have... There are 2 villager roles. Same villager roles in the village. So there could be 2 knitters. That's great. I love that for them. Let's just start working. You're good. Love that. Oh, let me scoot my chair and hold on. I gotta like recline myself. I took an ibuprofen before stream because I was like, you know what? My head's kind of hurting. I'm going to take an ibuprofen and then play a game that requires me to think. Okay, so 1 is evil, 8, 4, or 2. All right. None of you guys corrupt. So 8, 4, or 2. So, since we don't have corrupted characters being thrown in the mix, that makes things simpler. All we have is a character that has become a puppet, but they tell the truth anyway. So let's go with here. There's only one pair of evil. I don't know how to verify that. I'm not smart enough to do that right now, but I'm getting there. Number 3 is a real fortune teller. Let's assume that that's true. And let's assume that you're telling the truth. Learn if any of them are evil. Well, you are good, and you can't die. So you must be... What? Oh, unless you're lying. Woo! I think you're lying. And then that's the puppet. No, it's not. Both knitters must be true because shaman makes a duplicate of a villager and they are the only duplicate. Okay. Alright, so puppeteer. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet and they will tell the truth. It's evil, but it will still tell the truth. It's evil, but it will still tell the truth. 8, 4, or 2. I think you're a fucking liar, dude. I think that you're freaking lying to me. I think that knitter's chill as hell. And I think that... Number 3 wasn't a real fortune teller. Well, but then... You can't be corrupted. Found him. You can't be corrupted. So it had to be 8, 4, or 2. And so I was thinking about it and I was like... The shaman created the duplicates. 4, I already tried to kill. They said no. The evils killed 0 out of 2 tells you that the board... This will spawn a puppet. Otherwise, it says 0 out of 3. That means puppeteer is sandwiched between other evils / outcasts, so there was no adjacent villager to make into a puppet. That's why I got confused. I thought that there would be a puppet that I'd have to kill, but that makes sense. A dreamer? Look at her. Pick one character. Learn an evil rule. If evil picked, learn correct info. What the fuck is this, man? What is this, a boss fight? A witch and a counselor? Oh. Okay, so left side is more evil. I am the original baker. I believe that. Sure. 4 or 5 is a counselor. Learn that 1 out of 2. Well, are you ratting on yourself? Or are you corrupted? There's no way you would rat on yourself like that. That's crazy. Whatever. We'll get back to it. Okay. So between 7, 6, and number 3, there is an outcast, a minion, and a villager. I assume... Let's assume that this is true, which means that this is our villager. 7, 6, but then you'd have to be an outcast? No, no, I don't think that that's true. I don't think that that's true at all. One random villager becomes an outcast rule. Could be the drunk. You could be the drunk. Which means that this druid... Pick 3 characters. Learn one random outcast among them, if any. You could also be the drunk. Oh... Number 6 can't be drunk? Why can't the bishop be hit in the head? You know, why can't the bishop be drunk? Oh, when bishops lie, all numbers in their tell are villagers. Okay. Well, okay. So, then that would still mean that this is the drunk? And then this is the evil? But they'd have to be the original baker, right? Guessing number 6 is corrupted by the plague doctor and number 4 is the drunk. That's kind of what I'm thinking. There's no way that this is absolutely true. Because baker, I'm the original baker. That has to be true. Because otherwise they'd be like, I was something else. But they are the first baker and they are a baker. Alright, Plague Doctor, I need you to cure some shit for me. Plague Doctor, can you cure this, bishop? Number 1 is evil, and 6 is corrupted. Well, there we go. Left side is more evil? Must mean right side's more evil. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, Counselor. So they had the one villager becomes an outcast role, and I sit next to it. And so you could be an outcast. You could also be an outcast. You could also be a witch. Okay. Alright. Okay. 8 is the confirmed wretch. Oh, the wretch. Because you were corrupted. Knights can't die, so you could test it. But knights can die if they're corrupted. And we don't have any... And we cured the one corruption, I think. Unless for some reason they're drunk. Nah. Nah. Nah, I don't think so, actually. Witness. Learn a character that was affected by an evil ability. What a helpful guy. Bear witness. Okay, we got a wretch. I love that. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Well, no, actually, you'd read it as... That's a lie. All right. Yeah. I don't know about all that. Well, that was an easy kickoff. But what do you do again? One fake outcast is added to the deck view. That's a fake plague doctor, I would assume. All right, now let's do some. Let's do some figuring out. Let's do some mathematics. Number 7 or 9 is a minion. Well, we clarified that. And that's confirmed true. Closest evil is counterclockwise. There are 2 evils adjacent to me? Well, that's just not even possible. Meow. Hey, what's up, Bimmer? How's it going? Lovely to have you. Well, this one was easy. This one's always easy. I mean, sometimes when they're telling, like, a very obvious lie. Poet learn random info. Look at her. She looks like a poet. Alright. We do not have a witch, so we can reveal everything. Okay. So Puka is 3 cards away from closest evil. That is possible. We also have a drunk to deal with. Hate that. 1 is evil. 1, 5, or 4. So I'm leaning towards it being number 1 being evil. Because Puka being 3 cards away from closest evil would put it 1, 2, 3. It'd be really far. I don't know. Knight, I can't die unless you're corrupted, in which case you would die. There is only 1 pair of evil. No evils adjacent to me. Love that, queen. 6 or 5 is a shaman. Girl, did you lie to me? 6 or 5 is a shaman. What does a shaman do again? Creates 2 of the same villager roles. That's good. Let's just assume that you're telling the truth. There are no evils adjacent to me. Closest evil is counterclockwise. There's a shaman, so you know both lovers are confirmed villagers because they are the only duplicate. But they could be telling a lie due to corruption. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because one of them could be the drunk, and one of them could be corrupted. Bro, this game's hard. No, they are both villagers. No drunk. Oh, so they... Okay, so drunk can't disguise itself. Oh, it's a random, not in play villager, but the shaman creates them in play. Okay. This game's... It's complicated. But they could still be lying. They could still be lying if they're corrupted by Puka. Goddamn Puka. Let's figure this out. 1 is evil. 1, 5, or 4. So 5's seeming pretty sus to me. 1 is also seeming sus. I can't die. Unless you're the drunk. But the drunk would have to be one of these lovely ladies, right? Because... Are you... the shaman... or Puka? Puka could be here corrupting you. But if there's only 1 pair of evils, that could still be true. I'm going to check to see if you're corrupted. Yep. Okay. Number 1 is evil. Number 9 is corrupted. Got it. Okay. So that was good. That was good. What? This guy just fucking lied to me? Oh, but I thought that I cured a corruption. Dude, what? Okay. So... Corrupted characters lie and their ability will not work. But his ability worked. Unless he... But he's not corrupted. Number 1 is evil. Number 9 is corrupted. Bro, what the... What are we doing here, man? Well, that's just a lie. You're lying to me. But your ability worked? So his ability worked, but he's lying? So he's not corrupted? Whatever, I'm killing him because I'm mad. Alright, it's the shaman. So, their abilities will... Maybe he lied about his ability working? Okay. Sure, man. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say, alright. Closest evil is counterclockwise. One is evil. 1, 5, or 4. Yeah, well, we figured out which one it is. Unless you're lying. 6 or 5 is a shaman. That's a lie. And so that's Puka, which means that you're corrupted. And you're corrupted. Puka is 3 cards away from closest evil. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well... And so the other evil would have to be one of these guys. Because Puka would be further away from one of those evils. Because you were corrupted. Which means you were good. There's only one pair of evil, which means you're good. Which means you're evil. Okay. And there was the drunk. Bro, this... Where's the time gone? How long have I been playing this? Jesus. Alright. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. One more with Lilith. Okay. This is Village 7 out of 7. This is the final one. And what does Lilith do? Kill a random unrevealed character and deal 2 damage to you. I just had to watch 3 minutes of Smucker's Uncrustable ads. Feels weak, man. The things I do for you. Well, you could always subscribe to the channel, you know? It's always an option. In fact, I believe... Lilith just killed my number 9. Which means that they were a villager, at the very least. I knew you were good. Oh, and we have a witch. Oh God. Okay. Alright. Bro, where did the time go? I just started playing this game, just goofing off, and then before I knew it, time flew by. So we have a shaman, which means that we can have a duplicate. And we do have a duplicate, which means you are a villager. And you are a villager, which is good. A witch stops me from revealing the last card, and you killed one of my characters. That's messed up. So let's say there's only one pair of evil. That's cool. I like that. Number 4 is a real slayer. That's cool. I love that. There are 2 evils adjacent to me. Are you sure? Couldn't kill 6. So that means that both of these are evil. If I sub, will you go to Nashville? Sure. Number 5 is good. I'm going to assume that they're telling the truth. And that these are both bad. Yep. And Bombardier, imagine if I killed that. Which means that you're telling the truth. Boom. I knew the lover would never lie to me. Listen, I would love to go to Nashville. I just, you know, I'm not sure that I'm ready for it. There's only one pair of evil. So you're telling the truth. One pair of evil. Seems like lies. 250 won't get you out of Nebraska. I'm balancing a lot of stuff right now, okay? Nashville does seem like it'd be a fun time. You are good. I love that. The only other one that we're looking for is Shaman. So there's only one pair of evil. This seems like a lie because you're telling the truth. And you couldn't kill 6, and 6 was good. A little tip, you can use the Slayer on a dead character. If the Slayer is truthful and good, nothing will happen. They say nothing and they don't lose their ability, but if they're evil or corrupted, they say they couldn't kill despite targeting a corpse. It's a way to self-confirm them. Okay. I think that this person is lying. There's only one pair of evil. There are 0 pairs of evil, actually. Because you're just a bombardier. You're just a little guy. And you're chill, and you're chill. And here's our other 2 evils, so boom. Oh. It's okay. You're not even a real cowboy anyways. Won't fit the vibe. Okay, I feel like I would probably fit the vibe better than you. From freaking Long Island. You're literally from an island, okay? I'm literally from a cornfield. Alright, so, this goes out the window. Could it be the bombardier? 8 was evil. 9 was the bombardier. Only explanation left. So 8 is evil. And then... Well, I mean, we're gonna die anyway. Because I feel like it can't be you. It can't be you. So it has to be you. Yep. Okay. It's scary to kill the bombardier. But alright. That's, I think, where we're going to end it for this YouTube video that I'm recording right now. Thank you very much, Luchocas. Luchocas. However you pronounce your name. I appreciate your help. I would have perished much sooner. This game is hard, but holy cow, time flies by when you're playing it. That's going to do it for this YouTube recording. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all those beautiful, wonderful things. And I will see you in the next one with possibly more of this because I'm vibing with this. But yes, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.